Hello YouTubers, my name is Captain X Factor and welcome to the sometimes beautiful and always stormy Parasol Storm, as I'll be your guide to this round of obliteration, because more than likely you're going to be seeing a lot more of Parasol Storm. Thought you were done searching for Easter eggs? Nope. Sorry, Bob. The boys over at Dice LA, who are in charge of the community test environment, made their 100th patch. These are the guys that are in charge of tweaking the game, the last couple major patches to retail, and the upcoming spring patch that has not been finished yet. More than likely there's going to be the head glitch initiative, night maps, more hit registration changes, and of course more balance changes to weapons that will be going into the spring patch. Once it goes into the authentication process, it takes 2 weeks for that to be okayed by Sony and PlayStation, and then they can go live on all the retail platforms. So more than likely, you're looking in the middle of May at the earliest to the end of the May, as the developers have said in various social media outlets. So here's what we know about the Easter eggs as I quick switch a couple TV missiles using the vehicle escape to kind of speed up that process. Be careful, if you hit it twice in a row, it's going to exit you out of your vehicle. Julian was hanging out over on my live stream. They started DMing me and talking to myself and community members in chat because there's a lot of people in there. Information goes really, really fast. So there's actually two things in this CTE build. One's going to be really hard. Think Jack Frags type of detective hunt. Think of previous Easter eggs that we've had to jump through. People putting 10s and 20 and 30 and 40 hours a week into communities, just throwing tons of people into servers to try to find this crazy stuff. That, more than likely, is on Parasol Storm. There's another one that was actually inspired by one of my videos, and we're going to read over some of this information that Julian shared with us, and of course some of the DMs that he sent me on Twitter, because the chat was just absolutely going crazy. We actually played around over on CTE for a while looking for stuff on Parasol Storm, but again, you're probably looking for a ton of needles in haystacks, and along with the links in between those to get you to the next needle in the next haystack. That's how crazy, more than likely, this will be. Will it be the Kraken? Will it be another Megalodonger? We don't know, but remember, there used to be an Easter egg that got pulled out of the game because it was a reused asset, and they made a hard call on that. Is it the same thing, or did they kind of tweak it, or is it mini donger? Something that I mentioned on live stream, because Julian's actually referenced some of the things I've said and I've done in videos, like a little, maybe little donger, just a little tiny shark, something cool like that. So there's two things again, and the one I'm going to talk about the most, because this one's going to be an absolute beast to find, is the easier one. Julian made reference in chat that it has to do with my favorite map. I'll give you my 3 favorite maps. Guilin Peaks, Propaganda, and actually Parasol Storm are probably 3 of my top favorite maps in Battlefield 4 right now. Julian says in a DM, there's something for you to discover, starting with today's 100th release for CTE. Something partially inspired after one of your videos. Hope you find it. I then asked for a tip, a clue, something. He said, come on, that'd be too easy. You guys all know how Julian is. It's all about the search. He loves seeing the community get together and put in countless hours slaving away. No, actually, he loves seeing people work together and how it brings the community closer. He says, something spring patch related. But I said, wait a minute, I'm not very good at this stuff. He says, no, you are good at this particular stuff. You'll see it sooner or later. I mean, activated by you, not in a video. Someday when you find it, see it, you'll know. And it's not on the new CTE map. Julian says it is spring patch related. The new map is not spring patch. Spring patch is not so massive, but it will work on CT only for now. The only thing for you is not related to any field trips like Jack Frags extravaganzas, where you're putting 5 people here, then you're scratching your left armpit, then you move 15 people over here, then you scratch your right toe. None of that crazy stuff when it comes to the Propaganda, Guilin Peaks, or even Parasol Storm for my little one. He did make a mention it is kind of related to actually playing the game. Don't worry about focusing on something too much, just play the game. So we loaded a bunch of people up on live stream on Propaganda and Parasol Storm, and we kind of just played the game. One thing that you need to know is that it's going to be on an official server. It won't be on one of the private servers, and this is something that Julian actually mentioned to Jack Frags. I'd actually already done this video and said, oh, hey, I'm going to give you guys my private CT server. Here's the password, and I tweaked the health values to 1,000%, damage to 1%, And then I actually saw Jack Frags was still on. He put a picture of Twitter of "Here we go again," looking out from the dish on Parasol Storm, and then Jack dropped that little dime on me. So here we are starting this video over again. And that's the sort of thing the community does. Somebody will find one thing, somebody will find something else, somebody finds like the 5th or 6th piece, but it's not ready because you don't have the linking material. It's always awesome to see how the community works together with this, and the distances they're willing to go through, sacrificing sleep and food and being under famine. It's absolutely awesome. I can't wait to see the crazy stuff that you guys are going to find. So here's what I'm going to do. There's going to be a link down below to a Reddit thread on CTE, because this is CTE specific. You cannot do this in vanilla build on any platform right now. It's only going to be PC for CTE. It has to be an official server. Hopefully I'll get my private server converted over to an official server. We'll tweak some of the stuff that we can tweak and allow for you happy Easter egg hunters to get a quacking. See what I did there? It might be a kraken. We don't know. Maybe a megalodon. But more than likely, this will be an epic chase on Parasol Storm to finish what everybody tried to start many, many moons ago. As always, YouTubers, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Easter egg hunters, happy hunting. I'm sure I'll see you guys over on some of the official CTE servers. Maybe even live stream it, or just jump in Jack Frag's TeamSpeak while he's going nuts and losing countless hours of sleep. Don't forget to check out the CTE Reddit thread so you guys can stay up to date with all the clues that people find and any sort of theory. Get out your tinfoil hat. Get out your monsters, your Red Bulls. Happy hunting, and we'll see you guys soon.